damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes a heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
Does put a smile on my face.
Whew. Can you feel it, guys? Man, I am excited for this year. Guys, I'm sitting here thinking about this game and Alabama kicking off. I've got chills on my arms. It is finally here. I cannot wait for the game tonight. And I'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But this game, too, I'm sitting here thinking about who's going to be our winner this year. I am totally psyched out about this. I'm loving it. I don't even hardly know what to say, guys. I'm just so excited about this game this year. Alabama Tide is here with us. Mr. Jones, I have to keep it clean, brother. Jeff Stapleton, William, good to see you. Roll Tide, rise up, brother. Glad you made it. Ken, always good to see you again. Little Joe, and that's all the ones I see so far. And I'll tell you what, the numbers is growing up over on the other side. I'm glad everyone made it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring our guests on today, and we're going to talk some football a little bit, but today is about the Pic'Em Show, and guys, let's get started. I'm all excited about this. All right, let me bring on my first guest. Let's see, the one and only, the one you got to beat. Here he comes, AT.
Where it doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
AT, roll Tide, brother.
Hey, old buddy. Yo, how you
ready?
Roll
I'm doing
Tide,
wonderful.
Icebox. How you feeling, bud?
Man, I'm doing great. I was not kidding around a while ago when I said I got chills about this game today and the Pic'Em Show today. I'm just fired up. I'm ready to go. I can't wait to see how this gets going today. Go.
College football. I got my TV turned off and on during football season. I cut my TV off. The subscriptions off during the non-football season. During football, I cut it on and I wasn't able to see it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Without further ado, we got us a third Pick'em guy today. He doesn't know it yet, but he is. So let me bring on this other gentleman. Hang on just a second. Let me find it. You're gonna love this guy.
I like the people remember me as being a winner, because I ain't ever been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Calling has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
It is 11 a.m. Eastern Time. 10 a.m. Central Time. And y'all all know what time that is. It's Pic'Em time, brothers. It is Pic'Em time. It's the first time that Icebox let me come on. He told me I had to keep my verbiage down a little bit. We don't train a EMA show, so if I slip up, he's going to click me off, y'all, just so you know. Good to see everybody.
You know how it goes. A word here too, and I ain't go no. But you know, and this is not the Saturday night. Hey, what happened to the whatever? Glad you're here. Glad both of you guys are here. All right, like I said at the beginning of the show, we got a champion from last year, Mr. AT, Alabama Tide, the Deuce, and everybody is wanting to knock the champ off. Hang on just a second there, AT. Let me show him something. All right, buddy. There you are, the champion, the Pic'Em champion from last year. You guys want that trophy? The man over there on the left is the man you got to knock off. Jeff, I cannot do what you were requesting. It is a show. I will ask the people in the room if they'll allow you to do some picks later, because I know you was in the running last year. And I'm going to give the rules out real quick, guys. The rules are, we pick 3 teams. We pick Alabama team. We pick, by the way, 2 times in here. 2 times. It's always good to see 2 times. Love the man to death. But anyways, we will pick an Alabama team or Alabama game every week. If they are not playing, we will pick probably 2 SEC games. But we will always pick one outside of the box, outside of the conference, in other words, team to pick from. And we will pick 3 a week until the end of the year. We're thinking about going all the way to the championship game. And that should be exciting that way. But the rules are, okay, you have to pick in the chat. Okay. And that way I can go back and write it down. I don't have time to write everybody's down while we're doing the show. So what I do is I go back on Sundays and I write, or when the chat opens up for me. Sometimes it's a day or 2. Spencer, you've seen that. And that way I can write down who got what. We will write down the scores. I will keep up with them all year long. And at the end of the year, whoever has the most points, and that's what you get for picking a winner. You pick the winner, you get a point. It adds up at the end of the year. The one with the most points, if we have a tiebreaker, we'll play that. If not, outright, you win $400. And I want to tell everyone that's donated, I appreciate it. I don't know if I should tell who done what. I don't think that's I'm going to tell you this way. It's a lot of good people that's put in some money this year. Anyways, so let's see here. Let's get going. Is everybody ready for it?
I do appreciate everybody contributing to my retirement fund with the $400. Thank you so much. I really do. I mean, when you're the best, everybody's going to come for you and speak bad about you, but I'm used to it. I grew up with awesome Alabama. Let's go, baby. Woo!
I just wish you'd use some of that winnings last year by using some good internet. Good Lord.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
It was horrible tonight, man. It was horrible. Hey, listen, by the way, I got a rig coming here. Hopefully, a total difference. Look good.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know if I can stand it. All right, guys, let's get going on the Pic'Em Show. Here we go. We are going to start off with I'm going to go with the outside of the box. A lot of people know about this team and this games. People understand something. I'm not going to pick teams. Oh, now will some, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not picking. Okay, let's say Clemson and Georgia's playing today. That would be a good pick. No. Here's your one. This is a game about points and the spread and how good you can pick games. That's what this is about. All right, we're picking today West Virginia and Penn State. West Virginia is at home. They will be playing at 12 o'clock. Penn State is picked to win by 7.5 points. In other words, they got to win by 8. Okay? AT, what you got on this game?
I tell you what, guys, I just realized today, and I was reading it on here, obviously, but this is Franklin's 11th year at Penn State, and in 11 years, he's never won any kind of championship up there. He's contended, but he's never won a championship up there. And their home odds are a lot better than their away odds. Their record away from home is starting out, ain't nowhere near as good as their home record is. So, that being said, I'm still going to have to go with Penn State. I just don't know if West Virginia's got the horses to keep up with them throughout the day. After a period of time, I think they just go down. And in the end, I think they're going to win the game pretty easily.
Okay. Spencer, what you got?
I got Penn State by 10. So I'm going to say Penn State.
All right. Now I have to write ours down, of course. All right. So, AT, you've got Penn State?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Spencer has got Penn State also. All right. Here's what I think about this game. It is, what I say, 8 points they got to win by. I'm thinking West Virginia may actually have something that's ready for us. I'm looking over here at the chat, and I like what's being picked already so far. But I'm kind of like Jeff Stapleton. I think West Virginia is going to pull the upset today. Even if they don't, I don't think Penn State's going to beat them by 8 points. It is at West Virginia's house. Like I said, we don't know a lot about these teams, and that's why I picked these teams. I feel like West Virginia can pull it off, at least cover the spread, and I'm picking West Virginia.
I'm getting a +1 on a couple of people early on this season, I see.
Okay, sorry.
Hi, baby.
I'm playing Gladys. Looking out the window.
Peeling. Somebody gonna twitch that nose on you.
Oh me! Watch out, Miss Cajun. How you doing?
I forgot to say this, Ken. 2-time. Anybody that's on this channel, you are more than welcome to play. I don't care if you're a Georgia fan, Tennessee fan, Cajun. If you want to play, you're Tennessee fan. I don't care. Just put it in there in the chat room so I can stay up with it. This is a game for everybody. So please, join in.
Ken said Penn State. We're waiting on 2-times if he's wanting to get in this or not.
Yeah, he says he agrees, but I need the name. I need to know who you're picking for. Because I may say something stupid. You may agree to that, too.
We're always it. That's it. We're up. That's it.
All right. Let's move on to the second pick. I wanted to make, guys, like I said, this is a game about points, how well you can pick. So I picked a tough one. Okay. We're starting it out hard and heavy. Miami versus Florida. It is at Florida's house. They are being played today at 3:30. The point spread is 2.5, which means they have to win by 3. Miami is picked to win by. They're picking Miami to win this plus 3. So, what do you got on this game, AT?
Well, you got Miami coming in. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, you got Miami coming into Florida down there. Of course, they're familiar with each other now, so Ben Hill Griffin Stadium ain't going to be nothing new for Miami, and they've been there enough, they understand, but it's still going to be a raucous atmosphere. Miami, however, is bringing in a transfer quarterback, old Cam Ward. You remember him from Washington State. He was he could be hit or miss, in trouble sometimes, not taking care of the ball, but overall, he's still a good quarterback. Florida, of course, Graham Mertz, he's there. He's been there for a little while. And the thing about it is this. I think this game's going to come down to Florida State's defensive line getting pressure in the passing game against Florida's offensive line. And I think that's where Miami can wear them down because they're
not Florida State. Not Florida State. Florida.
I understood. I said it wrong. But Miami's defensive line, I think, over a period of time is just going to get more and more pressure on Florida's quarterback. And I think their defensive line is going to control the line of scrimmage pretty much. Not that they're going to stop them every series, guys, but I just think Miami's defensive front is that much better than Florida's offensive line. So I'm going to go with Miami. I think they'll win it outright. No problem.
All right, Spencer, what do you think, bud?
Me, it's a must win for Florida. It's a must win. If they don't win this game, they'll be lucky if they keep their coach to see game 2. It's a must win. They've had this whole time to prepare for it. And I'm picking Florida on this one. I think Florida's going to get this. By the small score on this one, that kind of tells me that the betting odds really ain't sure about either team. Mm-hmm. So it's a 50-50, and I like the SEC. I'm going with Florida to win this.
Okay. Now, who did you pick, AT?
I got Miami winning probably by about 9 or 10 points.
Okay.
But Big Jammer's there for the
horses.
point spread.
Billy Napier. Point spread is
what?
2.5.
2.5. Okay.
It's 3.
Yeah,
We always go up.
3 now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're still going to cover that. No problem. I got Miami.
They have to win by 3.
Big Jam in Florida has to win by 3. No, Miami has to win by 3.
Yep, they have to. In other words, if the score is 27-30 Miami, you win the point.
There you go.
Okay. All right. I got to make my pick on this one. This is tough. That's the reason I picked it to play. I'm not up to date on Miami. I'm not up to date on Florida because I don't care nothing about them. But this being a game and it's up for money, I'm going off by the record that they had last year. Florida had times that they were playing well, and then there was times they just was terrible. I don't see that their coach has gotten they got one of the coaches that we wanted. I don't know if that's enough to really help them improve, but I'm going to have to go with Florida. I really hate to, but something just tells me I think they will pull it off against Miami. And I know Miami's all right. They're okay, but I'm like Spencer. They've got to do something, and they got to do something right out the gate. And I'm for the SEC, but that's why this game, you can't have favorites in SEC and whatever else, other teams, because this is for money. This is for real. You know, if you play by – and see, I'm going to tell you one other thing. Vegas expects you to play with the emotion. And if you play with emotion, that's where you lose your money. All right, so I'm going to go ahead.
Now, I'm going to say this. That is one thing I am scared of by me picking Florida in this game, because the head coach knows he's got to have this so bad. He's going to pull every trick they've practiced all season out his hat, and it could come back to backfire on him. You know, some of them trick plays you shouldn't run. You should not, just leave them in your bag. I am a little nervous about that one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I would really pay close attention to it, but I'm also going to go Florida.
Well, that's going to give me a 2-game lead on Icebox right out the gate, guys. I mean, that's pretty good. That's all right there. I'm going to tell you something. Icebox is one of the smart people you're going to run across. Icebox, when he picks, you better listen because he's smarter than I am. I'm just luckier.
That's true. That's so true. I don't know about that smart stuff. All right. I guess we'll go right into it because these are the 3 that counts. Alabama versus Western Kentucky. Alabama's house. It is played at 7 o'clock on ESPN, just so all you guys will know. We are picked to win by 32.5, which means 33 points. Whew. AT.
The only question you got to ask yourself is, Kevin DeBoer going to lift his foot off the gas? That's it. If he pulls his foot off the gas, we might not. If he don't pull his foot off the gas, we will. That's the question, because everybody knows this ain't nothing but a warm-up game. The only thing you can learn this is no good, or if you done what you're supposed to, and there ain't nothing you can learn other than, maybe getting a player hurt. But other than that, I'm going with Alabama, obviously. I think it'll be a blowout. I think the offense we're running this year is designed for bigger plays than what our average play was last year under that Jack Butt that's back up there. Come from Notre Dame. I'm glad he's gone. I think he's the reason why we had troubles last year with Jalen Milroe, a Heisman contender. So I really think they're going to unleash the beast, and they're going to let him roll, and he's going to roll. And when you turn your back on him, Jalen Milroe's going to take off for a touchdown. And that Ryan Williams kid, I'm going to tell you, you better watch him. He's another Jerry-type Judy player, and the fact that he can make the big plays whenever you're not paying attention, if you turn your back on him, take one half misstep, he's gone. He's got that kind of speed. He's got that kind of explosiveness. Our offensive line is going to be even better because we got rid of that other Jack Butt. You come from Kentucky. Bigger is better. No, bigger is not better. He's big. He's 6'9", 380 pounds. Yeah, but can he block? Okay, lose 30 pounds, 40 pounds. Now he can pass block. Guess what? Caden Proctor lost some weight. I'm not sure how much he did lose, but Alabama, I don't think they will pull a foot off the gas, and they'll probably beat them by 49 points. I got Alabama covering the spread. I think it's just he's going to come out and he's going to let the players go wide open, and he's going to tell them don't let up. Even when he puts a second or third string in, he's still going to try to score.
Okay. All right, Spencer, what you think?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, if Nick Saban was still here, the mighty GOAT, I'd be picking West on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I would, because the way Coach Saban was, just the way it was. But now we got this new coach in here, his first year. He gets all these little play purties out there he's never had before. He's going to get to enjoy a little bit. And I'm just going to wait for this man just take advantage and make a statement in this game. And the other thing that's got me, even if he starts pulling people at halftime, so he gets some depth and find out what all we got. We are so deep in every position. And them kids are so hungry. I think they're going to try to score every chance they get. And if they can put 100 up, they will. There's no doubt in my mind on it. The only thing that's going to stop them if the coach makes them kneel down. That's the only thing. And then I'm not sure if they'll fake a kneel and throw a pass. I'm not sure. But I got to go with Alabama, brother. I got to go to Alabama on this. And if he does on this game here, starts pulling back, when we got the game in hand, I'm going to kind of worry for the next rest of the year. I ain't going to lie about it.
I'll tell you what, this is really tough for me. By the way, Ken, it is 33 points. So if the score is, say, 10 on Western Kentucky, we have to score 43. Okay, I'm just trying to give you an idea of what's going on here, how the point spreads work for us. Anyways, but yeah, it is 33 points. Okay. Y'all want to know my honest opinion? I have just simply like this.
What the? Damn, boy's getting excited back there. Get a rag. Damn.
Settle down. We're all excited, AT. Ease up, baby.
My camera got dirty. I was trying to make myself look pretty. There we go. Now I look at her. Look.
That we see stuff hanging. All right. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Jeff, I'm glad you've done yours, and I'm proud of it. So that's good job, Jeff. Good job. All right. Alabama, 33. Western Kentucky. I feel like, we'll beat them, but I'm wondering, is he going to take the foot off the gas? Is he going to bring out the full playbook? I don't think he will. Yeah, that's the problem with being picked so high in this score. I don't doubt that we'll win, but I just don't know if is he going to come out and show Bama what they have invested in him, or are they going to back it off and keep plays secret, or just use what I call basic plays and maybe throw in one or two. I feel like Alabama be so dominant that even the second or third string is going to add maybe 2 touchdowns. So, against my better judgment, I'm going to Alabama. I'm this close to going Western Kentucky simply because of what he may take it off the gas. But we've seen players before on Alabama. Saban took him out, and they still kept scoring, and Saban would even get a little pissed about it.
Yeah.
Like
I said, if Saban was still there, I'd go West on this one. I would.
I would too. I believe I would.
Plus, guys, you got to remember the defense might score 21 points their own self.
He's got a point. He's got a very good point. I'm with you, B. Jammin. The spread is what's got me, and that's why this is a spread pick'em game. It's not about Alabama winning or any other team winning. It's about the point spread. Keep that in mind, guys. I'm trying to help you out throughout the rest of this year. So, if you have not put in your picks, I'm going to go over them one more time. West Virginia against Penn State played at 12 o'clock. West Virginia's house. They are picked to win by 7.5, which means they are picked to win by 8 points. Keep that in mind. All right. So if you haven't got your pick yet, or you can put on all 3 at one time, I do not care. I will go back and read the chat room. Miami at 3:30. They were picked to win by 2.5, which equals 3 over Florida at Florida's house. Okay. We got Alabama at home against Western Kentucky, 7 o'clock ESPN. They are picked to win by 32.5, which means 33 points. So as for right now, the panel has picked AT, Penn State, Miami, and Alabama. Spencer has picked Penn State, Florida, and Alabama. I picked West Virginia, Florida, and Alabama. So you got a couple of varieties there, and that's what I like. I like it because if I win, I'm one ahead of Spencer and AT. If AT wins, he's one against us. Anyways, you kind of see what's going on here. So the other teams, the mentionables, that I feel like we didn't want to pick from them. Yep, those are good picks, Big Jam, and me and you got the same. We was going to look at Clemson and Georgia playing at home. Oh, I can't remember how much they were picked to win by. You remember, AT?
Who we're talking about? Georgia Clemson?
Yeah.
I think it's a 13.5-point Georgia favorite. And it dropped down to 11.5 or 11.
I think it's 11. That's what I got wrote down.
If I can get DraftKings to pop up real quick, I can tell you, but go ahead.
All right. Well, and by the way, guys, this week I used ESPN. Okay. I've used their point spread. But they're picked to win by 11 points at Georgia's house. What do you think about this game?
Talking to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
You the champ. You the champ, baby. You get to go first. You like a wife or woman.
Watch your mouth. Oh. You got me going now. Georgia Clemson. Let's see. That game's at Mercedes-Benz, our house. It's in Athens over in East Alabama. It's a indoor game. And I think Dabo has passed his 5-year prime that I said from when he won your first championship 5 years down the line after that first recruiting class goes through and you're the coaches. Can you replace the assistant coaches? Recruiting you can do, but the assistant coaches really make a big difference, guys. And I mean, defensive line coach can go to his players during the week and talk to them individuals. You know, the head coach can't go there with them like your position coach can. So a lot of times your position coach is more important than your head coach in the fact that, hey, coach, I messed up. I got to have some, what do I need to do? That's the guy you develop your trusted bond with, and, of course, the head coach. But if you don't replace the position coaches as well as you should, and I don't think he has, Brent Venables is at Oklahoma, and you got some others that are gone, you're starting to see the cracks, the pavement pop up. You're starting to see problems down there at Clemson, and everybody's saying now, is Dabo this, is Dabo that? He won his championship game. They were going dynasty, dynasty, dynasty. Hell, they won every one of them with the same recruiting class. Pretty much within that 4-year span.
Yeah. You're right.
Now they're starting to get away from it, and they're starting to lose these guys. And so what you're going to have, you're going to see what coaches can do it. And only Nick Saban able to do it. Outside that first championship, you start fading. 5 years down the road, you're fading. I look for Georgia to win it. And by the fourth quarter, I hate to say this, but Georgia's going to kill them. I mean, Georgia might hang 40 on them, 40 to 14, maybe 17, and give you a touchdown at the end of it, 40 to 10, kind of 42 to 10 kind of score. I think, that Georgia's absolutely going to wipe the floor with them.
That's hard. All right, what do you got, Spencer?
Well, this game to me is just like the Alabama West game. I would not put my personal money on it at any betting venue whatsoever. There's too many questions that has to be answered that we've got to see in the next couple of weeks. But I do like this game because it's going to answer quite a bit of questions of me about Georgia and Clemson both. I am impressed with Kirby Smart. I cannot deny that. He's built a good program that, just like Nick Saban's, he took it from the best and he, emulated it. So I can't deny that. But like AT was saying, now he's finally getting a taste of losing his assistant coach. and having to replace them. How do they gel? All that good stuff. Injuries. He's starting to feel the injuries now. And after a big season of SEC play, he's going to have more injuries than he forgot about when he played it when he was coaching at Alabama. Dabo, I appreciate him nutting up, man. I appreciate him trying to be old school. I do. I'm impressed. I didn't think there's too many old men left willing to nut up no matter how bad they lose or how bad they get beat. I believe in this way of coaching, and I'm going to coach it to the bitter end. I got to respect that. I do. And it's up to the AD of that college how many games they want to lose each season. I mean, seriously. The man built, like AT was saying, he built a good offensive line, defensive line. He got the guys believing in a 4-year program, 5 with the COVID. They're all believing in it. They believe in him, and they stuck around. He won championships with 2 different quarterbacks, but he had the same core team. He just plugged in a good quarterback. AT was right on that. Now my pick on this one. Good God. I got to go with Georgia.
Your tongue didn't snap off, did it?
I want Clemson to win. I mean, as much as I want them to win. It's just the talent versus a nutty coach. It's just I got to go with Georgia.
Okay. All right. And just so you guys know, this is not in the game. Our 3 pick'ems is the ones that you will pick. This rest of this is just us talking. And so I just want you to be clear about, you say you want a point because you picked Clemson or Georgia. No, the 3 picks is West Virginia, Penn State, Miami versus Florida, Alabama, and Western Kentucky. We just want to put our little input on some of the games today. Clemson and Georgia, 11 points. Georgia's house. Whoo, Lordy mercy. Another question. Clemson, I think, is probably much improved from last year. Georgia is still Georgia. You got Carson Beck coming back. You've got Kirby Smart's defense. Nothing has really changed down there at all, as far as I'm concerned. They was just within a gnat of beating Alabama and could have been in the playoffs last year. I think they're going to be a little bit more hungry this year to show that they are still the team to beat. Can they win against Clemson by 11 points? Yeah, I think they can. But will they? Clemson, I feel like, is going to show up for this game because they know how important this game is for the rest of their season. Yeah, you could lose a game and keep going, but I guarantee you they are wanting to win this game. I'm going to have to say I'm going to pick Clemson simply because how tough this game is going to be. Georgia can run away with it, not a problem, but will they? So I'm gonna say Clemson is going to cover, and we're talking spread, guys. I'm not talking about who wins or loses.
Right.
I'm talking about covering the spread. I would say Clemson wins this, but I would pick that point. Okay. All right.
You got to remember Clemson's quarterback now. Clemson's quarterback, you got to remember, interceptions kind of guy. And I know Brock Bowers are gone from Georgia, but I understand why you pick Clemson. I mean, they can definitely cover. You're right. Their defense is going to be good. So
that's what I'm looking at.
I fully understand that. I think Georgia in the fourth quarter, there's just too much of a difference in the lines. Their offense and defense line. I think. Go ahead, Mr. Spencer.
I'm gonna put a bold prediction in on this game right now. Georgia's defense has 2 pick sixes.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think
it could be a lineman running it back, a linebacker, or a DB, but I think they're going to get 2 pick sixes in this game.
But I'm still just curious if Kirby Smart, he's learned from Saban, and, Saban sometimes would pull back the reins, especially at the first of the year.
Kirby won't this year because he got embarrassed last year. He knows he should have been there, and he knows if they was in it, they would have won it. He knows that.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah,
but he couldn't beat the beach. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
All right, LSU versus USC. It is at LSU's house. LSU is picked to win by 4. Who wants to take it off first?
Yeah, I'll take this one.
All right.
much as I despise Mr. Lincoln Riley for being a chicken poo-poo, best way I could put it, for leaving Oklahoma, and he really let the guys down, the college down, the fans down, his coaching staff. He let the whole place down by what he did, because he was boo-boo, because he was scared of the SEC. And when he got over there to the California coast, his big mansion, everything, he got a little light in the pants and forgot how to recruit to his game plan, and it bit him in the butt. Well, I think, Steve, by what I've been hearing through little sidelines here, and the buddy that I made over there in California, I used to come on his show late at night, that he's been given an ultimatum for this year. I say they beat LSU straight up. Just on the information I got.
Okay. AT, what do you think?
I've always had troubles with head coaches that started out as offensive coordinators in that they don't seem to win as well as a defensive-minded coach that come from the defensive coordinator side of the take an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator and put them as a head coach. I just think a defensive coordinator seems to do a little better than the offensive coordinator.
I do.
I mean, offensive coordinator guy, he wins a lot of games, but you look back at all over the years in college football, a lot of your excuse me, a lot of your teams, head coach was more. He didn't have offense, but he was more defensive minded. So what I'm trying to say is LSU, Brian Kelly, your defense wasn't no good last year. I don't have no clue why you're having that problem, because everywhere you've been had a good defense. And a couple of years ago, you had a Heisman quarterback that bailed your butt out more times than I would say I got hair, but more times than Icebox does, because I ain't got no hair left. But, I just as an offensive play caller, yes, he's very good. So was Bobby Petrino. As an offensive play caller, he's very good. You can win games. You put him as a head coach. The little big thing is that don't make him a defensive coordinator minded. With all that been said, who's going to have the better defense, USC or LSU? And I have no idea. It's at USC, though, correct?
No, it is at LSU.
Okay, that makes it a lot easier for me. Then I was struggling with it. I think LSU will beat them probably by about 5 to 6 points. LSU.
All right, Spencer. Oh, you already went, didn't you?
Yes. I went chicken crap. I went first. Oh, it's hard me biting my tongue on this show.
You're doing great. I'm really impressed.
It's wanting to flow.
You sure you don't want to run my reaction show tonight?
Do what now?
You sure you don't want to run my reaction show tonight?
I don't know if I'll be able to.
If I'm able.
First Alabama game, first time I'm seeing what we got going. Granted, I won't be able to see it all, but I'll see enough how I'm going to be all wound up in knots.
I'll tell you what.
I need to be on air.
There's going to be a lot of shows coming on after the game. I will not be one of them for the simple reason I've got guests coming over that I will have to entertain, and Alabama football is not their thing. So, but I'll tell you what.
William and I will pick it up on either Monday or Tuesday night.
Well, I thought about coming on Sunday evening sometime, because that way people can watch the game and analyze it and see what they liked, what they didn't like. And we may just pull one off tomorrow afternoon sometime, or Sunday night, and let everybody give us their thoughts. And if not, we'll see what happens Tuesday night too.
There you go.
Anyways, I have to go ahead.
Your pick.
Yep. My pick. I don't think Lincoln Riley's all that much count. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he's got USC where they need to be. Brian Kelly, he's no. Or Chip Kelly, I'm sorry. I don't think he's the coach that they think he is. He's got all the talent in the world down there at LSU. I mean, you go down there at LSU, Georgia, Alabama, we got talent. I just don't see USC coming down there and beating them. So I'm going to have to go with LSU, especially being at home.
Okay.
All right. Guys, I hope you had a good time so far. We're going to go over it one more time. Is that all right with you guys?
Go for
Before
it.
we get out of here?
I ain't got
All
no
right.
problem with it.
I think
Go ahead.
we're going to go West Virginia and Penn State. 8 points is your pick. Let's see. AT picked Penn State. Spencer picked Penn State. I picked West Virginia. The next game was Miami versus Florida. Florida at home. Miami has picked a win by 3. AT picked Miami. Spencer picked Florida. And I picked Florida. Alabama versus Western Kentucky. They are picked to win by 33 points at home. It's on ESPN, 7 o'clock, guys, just in case you don't know. I picked Alabama. Spencer picked Alabama. AT picked Alabama. So there's some chances on some points being lost here, AT. We're coming after you, brother. So that's so is everybody else.
Bring your pal box. Hey, where's 6-0? 6-0 in here today. He's been talking about it. You heard from him?
Who's that?
I know 6-0, 6-0 was talking a lot of stuff before we done picking because he's getting into it, and I don't see him. I don't know where he's at.
Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back. He may start out the bottom, but he'll be back. And I think there's a few others. I'm kind of surprised I have not seen Rags or Junior, but I know they're very busy young men, and they've got jobs to do and kids to take care of. So
we got that big Tennessee game coming up. We're going to start losing people.
Oh, you think so? Now, just a question. Now, Tennessee and Alabama played the 3rd October, right?
Yes.
The 3rd weekend. Okay, I just want to be sure I told somebody else that's the way it is.
I think they kept it there because that's how it used to always be. So,
yeah, I mean, let's keep the traditions going. If we can, let's do it.
Yep.
I think. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank y'all very much for playing. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how these picks turn out for the first week. It's going to be fun. Y'all stay with us all year. If you miss a game or two during the year, you can put yourself behind. There's always a chance that you can still make good picks and still beat that champ over there. Okay? So, guys, we had a great time. I enjoyed it. Y'all come back with us. I will not be on tonight more than likely. Maybe tomorrow night. If not, catch William and Spencer if they get to come on Monday or Tuesday. And y'all enjoy that. Everybody enjoy the whole day-to-day. Football is finally here. All you SEC teams, good luck to you. Y'all have a great evening. And, guys, we're going to get out of there. We're going to just play the bear. I hope y'all enjoy. Y'all have a good Saturday. Roll Tide.
You've got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which, of course, are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now,